Let me set the stage for what this podcast looks like. You've knocked on my door. I have opened it and I have yelled, "Hey, it's so good to see you." And as obnoxious as that sounds, that's how I greet every single person that walks through my door. I would welcome you in. I'd offer you a cup of hot coffee, and we would sit down at this table right here, and we would talk about what it takes to raise resilient, courageous, lifelong learners in our children. Welcome to the Home Edify podcast. My name is Kristin Malfris. Edify means to teach or instruct so as to improve the mind and character. And here, that's what we're going to focus on, is what it takes to raise our kids to have intellect, as well as a bravery to stand up for what is right and for truth and to pursue truth, even when no one else is. So, I'm a brand new homeschool mom. This isn't a podcast just for homeschool parents. This is a podcast for any parent who wants to edify their children and to bring a spirit of edification into their home, where it may look like teaching your kid how to do their ABCs and their numbers. It may look like homeschooling. It may look like when your kid gets home from school, you're pouring into them and you're teaching them all the things that you want them to carry on into adulthood. Because one thing that I was told a while back is that you're not raising your kids to be good kids. You're raising your kids to be good adults, to be extraordinary adults. And that's our goal. I truly believe that every parent has the ability to change the world from within the four walls of their home. And it starts here. It starts in having the inspiration to chase after your child's heart, to not only go after their mental well being, but their spiritual well being, their emotional well being. And here we're going to talk with all kinds of different people. This podcast is in an interview style. Every week, every Tuesday, there's going to be a new episode that drops where I am talking with someone who is an expert in some kind of field. It could be an everyday mom who spends all day educating her kid, taking them to all kinds of different co ops or projects, any of those things. I may be speaking with a curriculum creator, I may be speaking with an author. But I'm going to be here asking the questions that may seem dumb, but I want to get at the heart of it. I want to get at what it takes to actually raise courageous lifelong learners. This project, in and of itself, is that pursuit for me. I want to be a lifelong learner, and I want to model that for my kids because I can tell them things all day long about what it takes to be courageous or to, hey, you should do this or you should do that. But the reality is, unless they see me as mom taking the step in faith to create something beautiful, how else will they feel inspired? And so I want to teach them to be daring and brave and to face daunting and difficult obstacles in their lives and to do it all for the purpose of creating something beautiful. And so thank you. Thank you for being here. My goodness, I'm so excited to have this conversation, not just with the people that I'm going to interview, but just to have this community of families and parents who want to chase after their child's heart. I'm so excited. I don't have decades of experience. I haven't been homeschooling my child for very long. My oldest is only 5 years old. She's in kindergarten. And so I don't have all the answers, and I'm not going to pretend to have all the answers. This is not coming from a place of authority. This is coming from a place of curiosity. I want to know everyone's opinion on what it takes to raise a child that is strong and capable, competent, and ready to face the world. I want to raise world changers, and I think it starts with having these conversations. This podcast, like I said, is not just for the homeschool parent. This is for any parent who wants to raise their child to be courageous and competent and capable and resilient and lifelong learners. And I'm going to keep repeating that over and over again until you get the gist of what this podcast is about. We're going to discuss everything from curriculum to personal growth, anger management, hospitality, daily rhythms, faith, all of those things. So, as you're listening, go grab you a hot beverage, settle in, listen on the way to work, listen on the way to the next place you got to take your kid to. I want you to feel encouraged and inspired by the time that this episode ends. And so, friend, it is so good to have you here. This is a place where you are welcome, where your kids are welcome. And we're going to grow and we're going to learn together. We're going to edify not just our kids, but ourselves. We're going to grow and we're going to be lifelong learners. So, thank you, friend, for being here. I am so excited to share this journey with you.